Now we're going to work with the Iterator design pattern. This is one of the standard 23 gang of 4 patterns, the Iterator design pattern. And this pattern lets you work with collections of objects. That's the idea behind iterators. They give you interfaces to work with collections of objects. Say, for example, you have some complex, terrifying collection of objects. And in your code, you want to be able to work with this collection of objects, but there's no well-defined interface, and all you have is a unwieldy collection of objects. That's where iterators come into play. They let you loop over all the objects in a collection. And in the old days, iterators used to have these methods: was, first, next. For example, the first method would return the first object in the collection. The next method would return the next object in the collection. Is done would return true if you were at the end of the collection of objects, and so forth. Those used to be the old methods that you work with iterators. Those have been trimmed down now in most modern languages to just 3. You work with the next method to get the next object in the collection. The hasNext method returns true if there's another object in the collection you have yet to process, and the remove method, which removes an object from the collection. So Java, for example, supports these for its iterators. Iterators will allow you to present a uniform interface when working with a collection. So this complex, terrifying collection might have all these objects jumbled together in some strange way, and the iterator makes sense out of that, presenting to client code a uniform interface that gives you these 3 methods to work with the objects in the collection, one after the next. And in particular, loop iterators are very useful when it comes time to loop over the objects in a collection. You can keep executing the next method to get the next object in the collection, and the hasNext method you can keep checking to see whether there is in fact a next object in the collection. And so that's the idea behind iterators: give you a coherent interface to work with collections no matter how jumbled the actual collection is internally itself. So that's the idea behind the iterator design pattern. It brings sense and some cohesion to working with collections of objects, and we're going to see how to build iterators that support these 3 methods coming up next.